Hi, just thought I'd do a quick video on how to control multiple blend node opacity sliders with a single slider. It's been asked on the forums a few times. So what we want to do is actually control this opacity slider here, which is controlling how much of this checker is getting blended with the grey here. So in order to do that, first up, if we click on our graph, we need to create a new input parameter. So if you add here, and this will be a float because it's corresponding to the same parameter, which is a float on the opacity slider for the blend node. So it's currently called input, so what we can do is just call it a control slider or anything you like. And we need to then reference this opacity setting here. So we'll create a empty function, and then we'll click on that function, open it up, and what we're going to do is create a variable getfloat. Now if we select up here, we can then reference our variable input of control slider. We then right click on this node here and set it as the output node. So what it's going to do is grab whatever setting you have given to the control slider when you're moving it around, and it's going to grab that and feed that back into this particular blend node. So we can then close that up, and if you click back on here, you'll notice this is actually highlighted in bright white and it's no longer exposed to you to set manually. So then if we click on our graph, go back into our control slider here, and we can control this from here, and you'll notice that it's changing. And it's quite easy enough to do for each of the other blend nodes. And for that matter, you can actually shortcut this because it already has a getfloat inside of this control slider. So if I just select control slider, just refresh that, that will actually control it as well. And we can do the same for this one. So that just saves you going through the steps I showed in the first instance. So now if we click on our graph, come down to our control slider and adjust it. I'll just refresh those, and all of our 3 blend nodes there are being controlled by this single slider. And that's as simple as it is. Thank you.